We gon' stack it up stars, stack it up stars, stack it up stars. When I'm talking to you, I'm talking to me, I'm talking to God. All the hate that we got, who knew we come through and take it this far? Every song be like dope, I'm cooking up hard, I'm cooking up hard. We gon' stack it up stars, stack it up stars, stack it up stars. When I'm talking to you, I'm talking to me, I'm talking to God. All the hate that we got, who knew we come through and take it this far? Every song be like dope, I'm cooking up hard, I'm cooking up hard. You need a boss till you found me, nigga.
So you guys have talked about adversity, experiencing that together after not having anyone but yourselves. Without naming names, tell me about a situation where you had to overcome a stumbling block in your business building.
Shoot, I would just say homelessness. Homelessness was a huge stumbling block. We didn't have any really support, or so we just really was sleeping in cars. We were still like creatively, we were in our minds and in our hearts. We were still making songs and stuff like that, but we had no real foundation to support the business, support anything, because we didn't have the things that we needed to actually be able to push this stuff online, or we just kind of were just ideas, just back and forth. Yeah, it was all in our heads at first. And that was kind of hard. It stumped us for a while, because it's like, how are we going to get this going? How are we going to get this to make money? How are we going to get people to notice us? How? And we just never knew the stuff that we needed to do. And then it wasn't until we started our trucking company. That really killed like 3 birds with one stone. We had a place to stay. We had income.
And we was mobile. And we were able to get out of the place where all of the people that could have helped us, that didn't help us, were at. So it allowed us to not feel all of the negative pressures and energies of what we were already experiencing that was keeping us down.
Yeah, let's just leave. Let's go to another city. Let's go to another state. And it was just so easy for us to we can go to another state, make money, get away from the negative energies, plan, and meet new people, network. It's like, it just allowed us to really venture out and be in a completely different realm, a different world with different energies and different people. And it wasn't until we like the trucking industry, I know most people know, is a really good industry to get into as far as like income, and it's a good paying hard work. It's hard work, but it's a good paying job, and it allowed us to really just stack up so quickly and get right back on our feet until we have all the equipment we needed. We were able to actually establish our LLC, and we were able to really get everything organized because our foundation was secure, and we were able to kind of really build upon that by actually getting into the stuff that we needed to do. So that we wasn't behind, and all of our ideas can actually be manifested, if that makes sense, because we had the income to actually afford it, to actually make it happen.
And usually it's people outside of your dream and your vision that are the biggest obstacles, because sometimes people are not gonna be happy that you know yourself and you're so sure of yourself, while other people are still trying to find themselves. And they might be like, it was people that was homeless around us when we were homeless that are still in the same place. And they've watched us go from the bottom to the top, and they're like, wow, can I be a part of that now? Or can I do that with y'all now? Knowing we had a plan, all of us can work together to get out of the same situation. But people want you to do the hard work, and then for them to be able to eat off of it. And it makes it hard because you don't want to be mean or anything, but you want to actually admit to yourself too, we had to put in the work. I was willing to do the things that you wasn't willing to do. I was willing to sacrifice things that you're not willing to, whether it's hanging around the same people or making excuses. We couldn't make excuses. Right. Exactly. We had to literally become our own superheroes.
Facts. And that's why we call ourselves super, because we had to save ourselves every single day, sacrificing sleep, sacrificing the nice car, the nice this or the good food. We went and actually sacrificed a lot of things that everybody else does to cope or does to get away from their emotions, and we went through it. We just literally dived right in instead of trying to go around it, instead of trying to ignore it. We got to deal with it. We have to go through it, and we did it. And it's like, when you finally do it and you build that confidence and that strength within yourself and within your significant other, it makes it more powerful. And then you realize that other people don't deserve what you built, because they didn't actually decide to actually go through that with you. Because we needed cameramen. We just say, just hold the camera, just do this, just do that. I ended up having to hold the camera. He had to hold the camera. I had to edit. He had to edit. We had to all do it all ourselves when we could have all just done it and supported and helped each other.
I would have earlier.
Yeah, we could have had the team earlier. We could have done everything faster. We could have had popped out more content. We could have done this when we were younger. It's like a lot of stuff could have happened, but nobody was willing to actually put in the work and do it. So we actually just literally did everything behind the scenes by ourselves. So
and we held each other accountable. Like that's one thing that I think other people wasn't willing to do for themselves, and that it's really more outside sources. It's like within us, we always are looking at each other and being real with each other. Like I know you could do this. I know you're gonna do it. I know you're strong minded. I know you got the capability now. Like, are you gonna do it? And it's like I look at her and I'm like, I can't fail in front of somebody that looks that looks that highly of me or sees me that high. And I'm like, you know, if I have to be a superhero because this person sees me as that, then I'm gonna be a superhero. So when I look in the mirror, I'm gonna see something better than even something I might have envisioned for myself. And I feel like we put pressure on each other to actually keep going to the next level. And it's like it's beautiful, man. It makes it where I'm constantly seeing growth in myself. I see parts of me that are being shaped in ways that is being redefined better than I thought it would be. So it's like I'm seeing somebody that is actually like, you know, they say you're not supposed to like build anybody, or it's like the cliche thing. But if you want somebody to really understand you, if you want somebody to be like their best version, you have to help build them.
Right. A lot of people want it already done, already fixed, already ready, especially when it comes to relationship. They want a man that got it all together, got everything, and they are a woman that already is independent, got her own this, got her own that. And it's like, I don't really see how you guys can really grow if you have everything and you're already everything. It's like, where's the experience and the growth gonna happen if y'all are quote unquote already perfect? It's like, if he has, what is it, the 80-20 rule? If he has 80% of what you are looking for, take that, and then maybe he'll even get to 99% of what you're looking for. Like, help build somebody. I don't understand why people think that you're just supposed to be completely a complete package. Nobody's perfect. Nobody has it all together, and we all need help. So why not help somebody that you love or that you actually have a connection with, and be like, you know what, I can help you with this. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, it started when we was younger. I was helping him with his hair because he really wanted to grow his hair out. Right. And I was like, okay, well, I know how to braid. I know how to do this. Like, just come over my house every 2 weeks or every week or whatever, and I'll just do your hair because you actually want to grow your hair out. Then help somebody instead of like, well, your hair look dusty or your hair look busted. Like, or I could just do your hair for you. You know what I mean? Right. Like, if you need help, we should be able to help each other. And I feel like a lot of the times that's not what people are really focused on. They're just focused on the outcome. What's the end result? What's the end result? Does he already got it? Does she already have it? You know, so I think that's mainly the main thing about staying connected and staying together and making it work is growing and accepting the flaws and the weaknesses and focusing on the strengths, though.
I think what you were saying, it makes so much sense. A lot of people do hate I hate when they say that too about he better have it all together, she better have it all together, because you miss out on that laying the foundation together. You miss out on making the memories, because even though sometimes are really tough, when you make it to the top, you want to be holding the hand of the person who saw you all the way down
at the bottom.
The person because it's difficult to decipher people's motives after you've already, I'm at the top. Okay. Do you like me for me, or, are you here for another reason? It is much more pleasurable when you are holding the hand of a person who saw you when you were down, out, somebody who's lifted you up, and somebody who you had to lift up. So it sounds like we're talking about a music company today, but there's an empire at the end of all this that may be more than just music. So tell me a little bit about, where do you see yourselves? I mean, we know the music, we know you're talented, we know you're both creatives. We've got merchandise, we've got music. You've mentioned a trucking company. Tell us, like, I see a multi-million and dare we say billion-dollar corporation because of your attitudes of being able to get in and do what you need to do to elevate to the next level. So these are the last couple of questions. I want to end on a really high note. Where do you see yourselves empire-wise? At the end of the day, when you guys are 100 years old, looking at your kids and your grandkids and your great grandkids, and y'all in that house sitting on your rocking chairs, what will you have built at that point?
I would love to hopefully build a inspirational empire that not only inspires people through music, but also inspires people in their relationships, in their day-to-day goals of connecting with other human beings, of actually building and accepting people, and actually like just loving life. I feel like, even though, because music to me is life, and music is like emotions in sound, if that makes sense. But I want people to really actually, without even listening to music, to be able to tap into their emotions and be able to connect with people on a level bigger than just like, I don't know, bigger than music. Like, I think because we're in a relationship, and a lot of people have relationship issues, it will be so inspirational for us to be able to tap in and help other people come together, you know, as a woman and as a man, just really kind of like find themselves through their partners, or just find themselves through what they love to do. Like, I see it bigger than music too, but you know, maybe like, you know, movies, like, you know, documentaries, like I don't know, like it could be.
When she asks about empire, I think about building the next Rome.
Yeah.
Okay. The next like real like
community
place, like where we have land, and like we redefine what we think reality is. Mm-hmm. Like people are able to look at themselves and actually see like such greatness in themselves, that you have new inventors, people that's actually starting to create things that's never been seen. Mm-hmm. People are coming up with ideas that coincide with other things that make a revolution. Mm-hmm. Where people are able to see the beauty into families and having structures at home again. Mm-hmm. Like actually creating movies from real life scenarios, because like that's something that I really want to do right now. It's not like you're trying to create because I feel like a lot of the things that happen naturally in life is the creation part, the process. And I feel like you have to find a way to be able to capture it where people are still willing to be themselves. Mm-hmm. So like maybe like, I wouldn't say like the Truman Show, because I feel like that's a little extreme. I want people to know like what they're getting into. Mm-hmm. But like I want life itself, like even like the small like details of certain things to be able to be broadcasted, so we'll start paying attention to the small things that we used to, like going outside and smelling the flowers. Mm-hmm. Actually like hearing the birds in the morning chirp, and mm-hmm. paying attention to it, and knowing like nature is talking to you. Mm-hmm. And being able to like use technology to benefit us, but not so much so where we're not connected to reality or the earth.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you just mentioned nature. I saw Sapphire's eyes kind of open when you said that. What is your favorite sound in nature? When you walk out of the doors in the morning, musicians and people who are in an industry where it requires your ears to be alerted to things outside of what regular people are listening for, what are sounds that catch your ears?
Me specifically, like he already talked about birds chirping. I love the sounds of birds, but water running too. I love water. I love the sound of like a waterfall, or like even rain, maybe even just waves. Mm-hmm. Like just, it's soothing, it's peaceful, it's like it kind of calms my emotions. And then birds chirping is like, it's very energetic, and like, mm-hmm. you know, it's like, oh, look at them, like, you know, it's like, it's very fast and cute and bubbly. So it's just kind of two different sides of nature, but I definitely just like those particular like sounds. It's really nice.
Yeah, it's the water to enjoy. It's the water.
Water, you like water?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Just nature, period, is just beautiful. Like if everybody would have just like really appreciate nature more, I feel like anxiety would be disappearing, depression, like all the elements of human life would just be gone if people would just like accept and appreciate and love nature more. That's what we are. We're natural nature beings. Like we need to be outside. Facts. You know, a lot of stuff is just can be simplified and cured by just a walk outside.
Facts. Mm-hmm. And I particularly, I know you were saying about sounds, but I'm really in love with sunsets and sunrises. So like one of the things, I don't know, it just does something to me anytime I'm seeing a sunset or sunrise. I feel like I don't know how to say it. Like God is showing me how beautiful the world really is. Yeah. Like I'm gonna let you see it for a minute, just so you can fathom how beautiful the world and really is, and take it in.
Yes, because it's like sunsets and sunrises are like they're fleeting. Like you don't get there on time, you're gonna miss it. So it's like it's gonna be already set. It's gonna be already like the whole sky's gonna be lit already. It's like. If you don't get that one moment, if you're not there at the time, it's like it makes you appreciate every moment, and time is precious. Right. And you're like, wow, I got to really witness it, how beautiful it was. And then it's gone. So you gotta be there again tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get back there again tomorrow. It'll be gone. So
okay, I love that. We're gonna have some fun as we go out. We're gonna have like a lightning round. So only one of you is going to answer each of these questions at a time. So I'm going to start with Sapphire and just give me the first thing that comes off top of your head. Okay?
Okay.
Michael Jackson or Prince?
Prince.
Okay, GK. I like the way your eyes are looking. Okay. LL Cool J or Cannabis?
LL Cool J.
Sapphire, Patti LaBelle or Aretha Franklin?
Aretha Franklin.
Okay. GK, Al Green or Teddy Pendergrass?
Al Green.
Top 3. I want to start with GK on this one. Top 3 rappers of all time.
All time?
Yep. Top 3. Dead or alive?
Tupac, Jay-Z, Lil Wayne.
Okay. I love it. I love it. Sapphire, same question. Top 3.
Oh, wow. First, okay.
You know what? You can give us artists. Give us your top 3 artists of all time.
Okay. I would say Aaliyah. I would say, I like Lil Wayne too. I'm gonna say Lil Wayne. Dang, this is gonna be hard. I'll probably say Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So I think that both of those questions are really tough to answer. It's like, oh my God. Many. Because you have 2,000 more people you can mention, like Eminem, like come on, like deserves to be in the top 5, or artists of all time. There's some people who are so underground and underappreciated that still deserve to be at the top. So I like
I try to. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I just try to like encapsulate like that whole aura and the vibe that I get from these artists, not just their music. If that makes sense, like because I know even us as artists. I know we're not just our music. Right. So it's like, it's so much more that goes into it that I'm like, okay, how does this person make me feel? Like, what is their aura? What is their vibe? What is their aesthetic? What is the way they dress, the way they move, the way they talk, the way they, their mannerisms, everything. But then of course, what is their sound, their music, what are their lyrics like? What do they like? So it's a lot that goes into it. So that was very hard.
and I feel like it's harder to do like artists overall is different when you're a singer than you are when you're a rapper.
Right, yes.
So it's like if I was to choose a different like as singers, my singer would be totally different than anything just as an artist, as a rapper. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because Luther Vandross is one of my favorite singers.
Yes, I love Luther.
He's just phenomenal. He has this song called A House Is Not a Home. It's just it gives you chills every time you listen to it. So like Michael Jackson, that's why I was like, then he chose Prince. But I love Prince too.
I know, that's why I had to choose one.
I love Prince, and
then your name is Prince too. He used to go by Prince, so I couldn't help it. It's like.
But I started dancing because of Michael
Jackson. I know.
So it's like he just has a.
See, that's one thing too. Like that's why it was hard, but it was like I do like Prince a little more, but Michael, because he can dance.
Yeah. You went for our next on that one.
Okay, so as we end, I want you guys to tell us, number 1, what we can look forward to, and number 2, where to find everything.
I would say the next thing you can really be looking forward to is more YouTube, more videos. I guess
Hard is on the way.
Hard, yes, which is our intro to our YouTube channel. Our song is called Hard. You're definitely gonna be looking forward to that.
You can find all of our platforms on superrecordsent.com. If you're looking for Sapphire on IG, it's gonna be _Sapphire. Mine is gonna be the real GKSuper. YouTube is gonna be Mr. and Mrs. Super. We're definitely working on projects right now because we have multiple songs that we're about to be releasing very soon. We have a big vast catalog. We have a song called Pull Up that Sapphire is going crazy on that we're going to be doing very soon too. And on Spotify, y'all know it's GKSuper.
Got a playlist on there. You can definitely add to your favorite playlist. All of our songs are on there. We're also going to be starting a TikTok, probably called The Supers.
Hey.
And so we're looking forward to that.
We gon' stack it up stars, stack it up stars, stack it up stars. When I'm talking to you, I'm talking to me, I'm talking to God. All the hate that we got, who knew we come through and take it this far? Every song be like dope, I'm cooking up hard, I'm cooking up hard. We gon' stack it up stars.